President, my distinguished colleagues, Mr. President, I rise to second and also to support this motion ably moved by my colleague, Senator Yahya Abdullahi. It is true that the peace-loving people of Mera town in Algi local government area of Kebbi State were gruesomely murdered by terrorists in the name of religion. Over 20 of them were killed innocently. And not only that, Mr. President, the whole local government and neighboring local government areas too were living in fear because these terrorists are well armed with highly sophisticated weapons. And I can attest to that, Mr. President, because they move freely without anybody harassing them. Our security agents, one of them was even killed. Mr. President, I want your attention. The people over there are disturbing the debate. Mr. President, I want your attention. The people over there are disturbing the debate.
Yeah, proceed. Continue. I'm with you.
Mr. President, this is a very serious matter because it touches on national security. And that's why I want your attention and indeed the attention of Nigerians. Mr. President, if you recall that banditry started in Zamfara State, and about 9 years ago, nobody thought that it would spread to neighboring states. But we didn't take immediate measures to arrest the situation. And gradually, it spread to neighboring states of Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, Kaduna, and even beyond, even Niger State. So this Lakurawa movement is a terrorist movement. They came from Mali. They control the whole of northern Mali. And they made that part of the country ungovernable. Recently, the government of Mali, with the assistance of a foreign country, was able to dislodge quite a number of them. And they started spreading to other parts of West Africa, including Nigeria. Even though as far back as 4 years ago, some of them moved to Sokoto, and I think during the reign of Governor Aminu Tambol, now Senator, he contacted the then president, and armed military men were sent, and quite a number of them were killed. So, Mr. President, the time to act is now if we want to control the spread of this terrorist. Mr. President, we have been discussing about security in this Senate. I want us to recall what happened in the 8th Senate and the 9th Senate. We had discussed extensively on how we can tame the tide of banditry and terrorism. We made recommendations, 5 recommendations, and we asked the executive arm of government to implement those resolutions. Mr. President, it is still relevant for us to insist that those resolutions should be implemented. And if we do so, quite honestly, it will reduce the incidence of banditry and insurgency in this country. In fact, we can reduce it to the barest minimum. Mr. President, lastly, I associate myself to all the prayers contained in the motion heavily moved by Senator Yahya Abdullahi. And let me end by commending the security agents who immediately send in reinforcement and that made it possible to send away the terrorists and also recover the rescued cows. And that has brought relative peace to the area. And I also commend the government of Kebbi State by sending relief materials to the affected area. The governor was there yesterday to commiserate with the people. Thank you, Mr. President.